Hello, guys. I should be live. It's a 10:30 p.m. Monday night. Last night I streamed around midnight and I was tired. I'm still tired, but not as tired as yesterday. So hopefully I'll get some interesting games in, instructive games. I am accepting challenges. So if anyone wants to challenge me, feel free. But in the meantime, let's do at least one puzzle. But let's do a more difficult puzzle practice. Wait. Oh, puzzles. There we go. That makes sense. Hello to people in the chat. Hello, Cool Guy. Hello, Ghost Breeze. I am live. Okay, that's a good sign. I have a couple challenges already, but let's solve this first. This is white to move. Black just played rook f8. Seems like black is almost stuck. Because the rook is kind of tied down. Pawn can't take his knight take. Question is how to make progress for white. Like g4 comes to mind. King d7 comes to mind. King d7 could be very strong because e7 becomes a threat. And I don't know if black can stop that. It's a problem for black if pawn take, pawn, knight take, and there's a fork. Otherwise, king d7, whatever else black does, there's e7 coming. I guess king d7, rook a8, e7, rook a7 check. King d6, rook a6. King c5. So the problem for black, the pawn is constantly threatening to promote. If the rook moves back to a8, then there should be like knight c6. So let's play king d7. Unless I want to play king d6, which is also very similar, but that allows rook d8. So king d7, and easy peasy. Okay, that was nice. I could go back and just see what would happen. What was the exact line? e7, and the king should go to c5. If the rook goes back, oh, I was saying knight c6, which doesn't work at all. Knight take f5 is a nice move though, with check. Idea of rook d8. Okay, so that was a warm-up. Hello to more people. Hello, K. Kretz. Any time control? Yeah, any time control is fine. Just not correspondence chess. How could I be your mentee? There's a coach command. There should be a coach command. I have a coaching profile on Chess, so you can check that out. Amin Samani, Cover, good to see you guys. Why not chess tempo? Because Chess is easier, and my framing is built for Chess. Jimmy Ackerman, 2D Toe. Okay. Let's go and accept someone. Let's ask Siri. I have Siri with me. Give me a random number.
I'm not sure I understand.
Come on, Siri. Give me a random number between 1 and 7.
It's 1.
No. Okay. Why'd you ask me? Good luck. I've not played him before. I think he's challenged me several times. Let's play. What do I want to play? Let's play d5. I've been playing d5 lately. You must move horse. What? You must move horse to g5, g5 to f7. This is like half English and half Spanish. What does nivel mean? I don't speak Spanish. I'm sorry. I mean, I speak a little Spanish. Yo hablo poco español, pero no hablo mucho español. How many people in the chat speak Spanish? I could try and just play a game and talk Spanish, but I feel like most people would not understand. Let's keep developing. c3 signifies that he might capture on c5 and go for b4. But okay, he's going for a standard London. I didn't even react. Like when he played the London, it's just so common now that I'm just so used to it. Hey, Leandritus is also from Argentina. It's been a lot of people from Argentina watching, at least lately. Okay, so I'm liking this setup. I've had this setup countless times from the white side and from the black side. Like the structure with the half open A file, double pawns. Double pawns are very strong in this case because they'll allow me to pawn storm. Elastic Hold has to go to bed. Okay, good night, Elastic Hold. Maybe see you tomorrow. I don't have like a set stream schedule for this week, but yeah, the streams are a bit sporadic. This week is still crazy. I will try and do like a more morning stream. Maybe Wednesday. No, actually Wednesday is the chess.com Arena Kings. So maybe I'll do like a Lee Chess stream in the morning, then chess.com stream in the afternoon. We'll see. Anyway, let's focus on this game, because this is just the beginning of how you take down the London. I'm currently threatening this. I was threatening to take on b1 and then win a2. But knight a3 is, I guess, a useful move. Also slowing down this b4, b6, b5, b4 advance. And usually white wants to play knight b5. So there's a really interesting move here, which I think I can get away with. And it's the type of move looks uncalled for, but I think I'm going to play it. I'm inspired by Magnus. Magnus sacrificed the exchange yesterday, had a really nice kind of positional grind. And rook take a3, it's actually a move that I've seen before. I think I actually played this earlier today in a bullet game too. And it just leads to an easy position for black to play. Like the b file's opened up, but he can't access b1 because of my bishop. And meanwhile, I'm just going to win the pawn and then have threats of bishop b2. And in many cases, I'll bring a rook to a8 later and win the a pawn. And then later I'll go for b5, b4. So it's a deep sack. But I think, like even in a slower game, this should be okay. I know Lenderman played this. I don't know if it was this exact position. He played in some very similar position. He beat like a strong player with it. I think it's one of those things. Like if you turn on the computer won't be so impressed. But from a practical standpoint, I think it's difficult for whites. But I guess we'll find out. So bishop take a3. Rook b1, he's just giving me the exchange back. I guess he wants to win this pawn, which I don't think he can win because I have knight d7. So I think I'll just take the rook and play knight d7, and then I'm up a pawn. We're so generous to each other this game, giving each other exchanges and pawns. I'm realizing maybe it's not so easy, but think I have to start with knight d7. Yeah, let's play knight d7. Yeah, this is a reason why it's not so easy, because he does win back the pawn. The good thing for me is his bishop might get awkward. And also, so I have like a couple tempi here to try and do something. But I'm not entirely sure if I can make use of it. Like the first move that comes to mind is king e7. He's gonna take. Then if we trade, I have rook b8 in the end, kind of passive looking, but simple idea of bringing the king to c7. Looks very reasonable. It is very possible we could trade down into some opposite color bishop ending. Like knight e5, we trade knights, and then black should be slightly better because this is a long-term weakness on c3. It's just fixed on the dark square. So any other option apart from king e7? I have knight d8. Like knight d8 immediately defending this pawn. So then after he takes, we could trade, and then I play this king d7 to c7. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to play king e7. This is simple enough. And maybe I'll think after he takes on b6 whether or not I want to trade. Because I also have rook a8. Rook a8, bishop c7, then bishop d6 could be an option. More arrows, says Camel Clutcher. The only reason Ignorante expects me is for using lichess. So you don't respect me for any other reason? I like lichess. But pretty soon I'll probably do some of the arenaKingsChess.com tournaments. But for more instructive streams, I mean, lichess is still easier in terms of like drawing arrows even, and going over games and sharing games. And now the 7-man table base, which is incredible. Props to lichess. So he's thinking, I mean, if he doesn't take the pawn, I just want to play rook a8 and soon win the a2 pawn. Actually wondering, if he plays bishop take b6, I could throw in this move immediately, trying to shut down his bishop. Bishop d6. Bishop d6. Because at first I was thinking bishop c5 and trades could happen and he wins b7, but I just take with a bishop, and I take with a knight, and if he plays rook b5, I could play king d6. So it all starts with this move. Camel Clutcher wanted more arrows, so he's getting more arrows. I think the idea is just to play rook a8 to a6. And I would, in some case, trap the bishop. I also attack the a2 pawn. So there's a few things for him to worry about, and these two pieces are useless for him. Yeah, that's why you should always consider multiple options. Because, like, originally I almost pre-moved knight take b6. But whenever you play a game, I tell my younger students this because I think it's important to develop such a habit. But before you make any move, you should consider at least two options. It can slow you down and just get you to at least be in a situation where you can have a choice. Be in a situation to at least acknowledge the best move. May I have an explanation of why accepting double B pawns was good? For two reasons. Going back in time, as my opponent is thinking. having double pawns allows open file. This is very common in many different types of positions where like the material will be equal. We both have 8 pawns, but I have the one half open file. It gives me activity. The second reason is it helps contribute to the space advantage. I control more space on the queen side, and in many cases I play b4. And there's many middle game situations where I'll play b4, we'll trade on c3, and then I will play b4 again. So I can't draw like a yellow arrow over a green arrow. Well, I tried though. That was interesting. How did that happen? Okay, that's my move. Let's go to the... No! Let's go to the current position. a4. I forgot about this move. He wants to play a5. But I'm still going to put my rook on a8. This bishop should still be stuck. I'm going to win at least a pawn. He'll play a5. And then maybe I'll play... I could play like rook a6. That move I didn't see coming. I just want to attack c3. I mean, maybe I'll just play rook a6 and win a pawn. Because the only way to defend the bishop is to push the pawn that I take. Actually, there's a funny line. If a5, knight take a5, bishop take a5, rook take a5, rook take b7, I have rook a8 in the end, and I'll win the bishop. Back rank problems. Now I'm falling behind in the chat. Explanation to non-professional chess players, what makes that 7-piece table base so useful. So basically, for those of you who don't know, Lichess announced that they have a 7-piece table base implemented. And it's useful because any position with 7 or less pieces is now solved, which opens up a lot of interesting opportunities to analyze even like very high level games where 7-piece positions were reached. And basically with any position 7 pieces or less, you can see, okay, how many moves will it take to mate the opponent? And also whether or not it's a draw with perfect play. So it took like an insane amount of computing power. Because if you think about all the possible legal positions with 7 pieces, it's well over trillions and trillions and trillions. I can take this, I believe. And also, I think they discovered like the longest force mate using the table base. Longest force mate is like over 1,000 moves, which is also pretty crazy from some very strange position. There is a blog article on Lichess which has a lot more information though. Okay, so he's not taking this pawn. I'm not sure whether I need to defend it. I think I can just play rook a3. If he takes on b7, I take on a3. Rook b2. Maybe I should defend it. Yeah, let's play b5. I'm in no rush. I'm not Russian. Actually, I'm half Russian, but a different kind of Russian. I guess Russian and rushing. Anyway, I'm not scared of this, unless he's Fischer. But then I would just trap him. Okay, I've really fallen behind the chat. Also, no hablo español. Lo siento, pero no hablo mucho. Soy de America. Soy de America. Okay. E4. So he wants to open some file, or he wants to play E5. Thinking about just capturing and then playing knight B6 and going for one of these squares to target C3. It should be good enough. Like once I start attacking the pawn, it's not that easy for him to defend. Bishop C6 is a good move, which I kind of realized he could play right after I played knight B6. Though it shouldn't be too harmful. I can play knight D5 here. Knight D5 should be good enough. He can't take with rook. Actually, he can't. Yeah, he can't take this pawn with either piece. If he takes with rook, there's back rank mate. Takes with bishop, I fork him. If he takes on d5, then I'll have the queenside majority. Yeah. Okay, so someone's sharing the number of positions. Thanks for that. Hello to me flying toasters. I don't think Lichess doesn't give the mate. It gives like the DTZ, which is slightly different. How can you get a game? Unfortunately, we don't have Nathan here to answer everyone's questions, but if you want to challenge me, you can use the challenge command. Except the challenge command is wrong, because you can challenge me to games over 5 minutes. Let me see if I can change that. Also, can I just take on c3? Looks appealing. He can take because of tactics. Actually, because of mate. Yeah, I'll accept challenges. I will also accept challenges involving the way I have to win a game. My opponent says, whoops. Okay. Good game. Mac or Windows? I have both Mac and Windows. I'm using a Mac right now. I prefer it for most things. Let me see if I can change this Mubak command, which will give people time to challenge me. Mubot commands, command list, challenge. I don't know how to save it. Oh, save. Okay. Now it should be better. Let me see. Challenge. Yes. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, let's pick another random number. 18. Give me a random number between 1 and 18.
It's 15.
Wow, okay. So I have to count backwards. So 18, 17, 16, 15. Sorry, Krishna. No, Sai Krishna. Okay, Sai Krishna, good luck. Have fun. Challenge, play horde mode. Challenge, can't use a small piece. Define a small piece. You have to go from -5 to +5 before winning. I could do that. This is casual. I could give queen odds. Is my opponent here? He's here. Okay. Challenge accepted. So this is the first challenge. I have to go from -5 to +5, according to Stockfish, and win the game. I think the easiest way to do that is just sacking the queen. If I take the knight, it should be -5 already, right? That's like -6. I don't know if my opponent will know what's coming. Unless he's watching, then he'll know it's coming. I'll take the knight on f3. Okay, so now I'm it's like -6 for black, and now I have to come back and win. My opponent before the game, he said, "Thank you so much for accepting." I think he was looking for perhaps a more serious game. Anyway, this will hopefully be a good demonstration of how to fight back with having less material. In this case, having the absence of the queen. Though I do have a queen for a knight. I've played many games before where I give queen odds, just straight up queen odds, and I've realized like the hippo structure is usually the best approach, where I just want to keep the position closed, and I want to avoid trades. Also, hello to M Singer, hello to Shinobi, hello Andy Hab. I'm not going to combine challenges. Someone's saying I can't touch my knights. I need my knights to win this game. So the great thing about this structure is that whenever he pawn breaks in the center, I'll just close the position. So if he plays this, I play this. If he plays this, okay, I win his queen. So the center will not open up. And in the meantime, I just want to complete development. Start with the knights, and I'll probably fianchetto and castle. And I'll just pretend that I still have my queen. I'll pretend I still have a queen on d8, it's not going to move, and I'm just up a knight. Always have to look on the bright side, even if it's a slightly delusional viewpoint. So I play h6 here to prevent bishop g5. If I played g6, bishop g5 could have been annoying. Okay, now b4 is kind of a standard move. Kick the knight away, and then, okay, he might bring the knight to the king side, but at least I'm being restrictive. I have a pair of knights. Thanks for pointing that out. And I'm not sure if I'm going to castle at any point. Also, this is a good move, because I don't want the position to open. I don't want to lose a pawn. I probably have to capture. I could play a5. Could play b3. Yeah, good move. I'll capture. You love the new microphone. Thanks. It's not a new microphone, it's just a mic that I borrowed, but I hope the quality of the sound is decent. When I get back home in a couple weeks, I'll have another new microphone, but I'm gonna be ordering one of these, which I should get in like by next month. Okay, let's just continue developing. Sound is good in Australia. Now I think bishop c6 is kind of necessary. And my opponent's playing solidly so far, but I'm just trying to hold my own. Developed, have some time advantage. Queen g3. Good move. And sometimes the key to these positions is just doing nothing and then letting the opponent self-destruct. In this case, it might be more difficult. But, I mean, let's do nothing. Nothing move. I slightly reinforce the h6 pawn. There is no increment, so the goal is to essentially just get him low on time. Have a long game. If we have a game lasting over 50 moves, he's guaranteed to be in some time trouble at some point. Any big tournaments next year in St. Louis? every few months there's a big tournament in St. Louis. I'll probably be back sometime next year. He wants to play h5. Good move. I could play h5 myself. That was bishop g5. Nah, I'll just play king h8. Changing my mind. I don't want my king to be on the same diagonal as this bishop. I'm planning to respond to this with this. I need to get to +5. Oh, so I can't flag him. I actually have to be aggressive. I forgot about that part of the challenge. Well, if he flags, then... Okay. That's going to be difficult. But I'll try. I have to start by being somewhat aggressive. Or maybe the goal is to get him in time trouble, then he'll start blundering. It's another option. But I do have a pair of knights. Interesting move. I think I should take. Oh, taking. Don't want to open the position too much. Okay, I'll move back. Looks like a really passive move, but just trying not to get mated. Sometimes you have to not lose before you can win. Such wisdom. Is it +5 or exactly +5? Exactly +5. No, it's when they say +5, I assume it's +5 or better. So the good thing is my bishop's now open. I don't know how this is going to be possible, but I would love to get a rook to an open g-file. Maybe someday. Okay, we'll take. Queenside's kind of opening up. Things are still kind of controlled. Maybe he's considering sacrificing on g6. Knight e2. Unexpected. It's a bit passive. I guess he wants to attack the pawn. So let's defend. Still playing defensive chess. What is this? I'm going to make frames now with that phrase and put them all over my office. Oh, and you can have like a nice picture of like a mountain top or like some nature and put it in like big bold words. That'll be nice. The motivational posters. Um, so he's just targeting d6. Strong play. I don't want to play knight c8, but I might have to. Maybe I could play e5. Probably doesn't work. I don't want to play d5, so it blocks the bishop. So, knight c8. Sad move, but I'm keeping things defended, kind of. It's attacking more things. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of an annoying position because I can't really be aggressive. I just have to wait for him to do something. Just saw my opponent's comment. He says he's nervous, which is a good thing. Not that great at keeping a poker face. Usually online, it's so easy to keep a poker face. But if you if you tell me your emotions, it makes it easier for me to sense fear. Go play rook here. It's a solid move. I wanted to do this, but this could happen. So I'm gonna plan to do this and then this. And again, with these pawns, he doesn't have a breakthrough. If he does this, I do this. If he does this, I do this. Okay, now it's time to do this. Actually, I don't know though. Now there's many options. I'm gonna do this first. Why do you ask me does not have the patience to play this? It takes a lot of patience, these positions. Sometimes it's just about outlasting the opponent. So I'm attacking the pawn. I actually have a lot of different, there's so many different things that I can target in his position with my knights. I forgot about that move. I forgot he could take with check. But it's not the end of the world. As long as I'm keeping my knights. But that was, yeah, that was probably the first, like, obvious mistake that I made. Because I'm allowing some trade. But I won the g-pawn. Some attack, kind of. Bishop and my knight. He's trying to attack too. This powerful queen. Hmm. A few things to consider here. I think I'll just move back. The goal is to do this, and then someday this somehow made him not the easiest task. This is not easy. Let's do this. It's really not easy. But we're both approaching time trouble. Probably a good thing. As long as I don't blunder and he blunders, then it will be a good thing. I left a pawn undefended. You could take the pawn if you'd like. That was unexpected. I don't think that's a good move, though, because I can just take the pawn. Now I'll have some attack. Like my pieces are all having some potential. This diagonal is really nice for me still. Maybe I'll play f5 at some point. Maybe I'll go for this. So he attacks the bishop. Okay, let's retreat. Actually, his pawn is hanging. That's okay. Go in the corner. Okay, now he just walked on the same diagonal as my bishop. f5 makes a lot of sense, but I'm going to start with this move because I think it applies so much pressure. Now I have so many threats. There's so many different targets in the position. I'm still down a queen for a knight and a pawn. But my knight is about to be very powerful. But what knight do I want to put on f4? Probably the h knight. Conflicted, but yeah. Just about controlling more center. Hey, it's something. I don't know what that sound was. Andy Hab with Twitch Prime. Thanks, Andy. My opponent's gonna flag. Okay, now I can win the queen back. Yeah, let's win the queen. Tempted to just take the bishop, but I don't think it's gonna be +5. It's going to be like +3 by the end of this game, or -3. So he doesn't have time to take this because this is attacked. Now my next several moves are actually really important because I have to build up a winning enough advantage. I think this is a good move to start with. Just attacking this and this. Oh, that was a really good move by him. Keep the rooks on the board. Okay, now it's +5 or -5. Okay, right? Analysis board. Yes, -8. And going back, the queen sack was definitely. What is it after queen take f3? Is it -6? It should be -6, just based on point value. or I keep getting minus and plus confused. So it's plus 7.7. Okay. Well, that was fun. A very big sway in evaluation. We can actually see be interesting to see the computer chart and just see the chart should go up and then go down. That'll be a nice parabola of some sort, or just a semicircle. I don't know if I addressed anyone, but does anyone have any questions? People were just asking, was there a queen sack? Yes, I intentionally sacked my queen. To recap anyone who just joined, I was challenged to play a game where I go from -5 to +5, or in this case, +5 to -5. Somehow I managed. Kiyomi is back. Kiyomi, it's been like 6 months. Good to see you back. Yeah, I usually haven't been streaming at this time. More of my streams have been in the morning. Also, thanks Pi Standards for subbing. New challenge: sack both knights. Sack both knights or blunder both knights? Wait, okay, so now people are giving more challenges. Let me see something that I can do. Give checkmate using only knights. No other pieces can be involved. Okay, that should be doable. Let's do that. Only knights. Which might mean I have to promote to knights or something. Give me a random number between 1 and 26.
12.
I have to count. I can count in Spanish. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, diez, once, doce. Okay. I'm playing Hidoy. Okay. Hidoy is a loyal viewer to the chat, or to the stream, I should say. Hidoy should be in the chat too. Good luck, Hidoy. So only knights. Let's play some. Okay, this is casual. That's good. Let's play some crazy opening. Hidoy equals horrible. Is that Japanese? I'll trust Kiyomi with that. But last time Hidoy beat me, right? Yeah, I remember that game. So I need revenge on Hidoy. I'm playing... Okay, it's good he's thinking here. I'm playing an opening which is dubious, but it's something I've been very intrigued by recently. Lose a game while listening to music. I don't think so. And shower like the rain. Thanks for subbing. Okay, let's play bishop c5. Wait, there's a problem with this. There's a big problem with this. Okay, we'll see what he does. Japanese tutor in the chat. Hello, Japanese tutor. So there's a couple Japanese speakers in the chat. I'm playing... I wonder if Hidoy speaks Japanese. F3, what is this? This guy clearly does not listen to Ben Feingold. F3 is really interesting though. It's a pawn triangle. I don't see any immediate tactics. Also, I gave away one knight already, which is maybe a bit unfortunate. Let's play knight h5. So I'm going to have to promote, like, at some point. g3. Good move. Maybe f5. I just want to break open the center. I'm more developed than him. Let's castle. There's some nice tension. So whenever I want, I can open the file. Let's play b5. Just pushing. It's such a weird position. I just want to play b4. Kick away the knight. At least away from the center. Like, white setup looks solid, but trying to crack it. To trade or not to trade? Okay, let's go for this. By the way, if I fail this challenge of delivering mate with only knights, then it has to keep going until the next game. So we'll see how this goes. And yeah, there is a very well-known type of checkmate that I'm going for that Kiyomi has mentioned. Not sure if it's going to be possible, but will be worth a try. I like bishop d4. Keep the tension. Just want to play b4. Knight a4. I'm defending b2. I think f4 looks attractive here. Let's play f4. Trying to justify my knight being on h5. And if he trades, I'm happy to take with queen. Bishop f2. He's being very solid. Maybe queen. Queen f6. Targeting b2. Things could actually get really weird from this position. There's a move here he can play, which makes things very spicy. But he's not playing it. I was scared of g4, trapping the knight. g4 here, my knight can come back to f6. Now his bishop is just depressed on g2. This is reminding me of checkers. Or drafts, which I've been playing a lot lately, actually. LeeDrafts.org. Chess trainee. Chess trainee, this is not your first time catching a stream, though, right? Because I've definitely seen you before. Okay, let's retreat the queen. The goal is to trap his knight, which might be hard to do because he's going to play b3. Or he's going to play knight c5. Okay, let's first start with this. So if he plays knight c5, I have b3 check. And then the goal is to play... Wait, he's allowing b3. I guess b3, c3. Well, let's go for it. And then... I said I was going to say the goal is going to be to play bishop a6 to prevent him from castling. But now knight take b3 is a threat. Guess I could take on a2 with the pawn. Could take on g4 with the bishop. Looks fun. Could play rook b8. Not entirely sure what to do here. I really want to take on g4 and just sack, but it's probably not a good move. If I take on a2, doesn't lead to the greatest things ever. Okay, let's play rook b8. Keep the tension. Just want to see what he does. I am down a pawn, right? I have not won a single pawn. That would be an interesting challenge. To win a game without taking any pawns. Yeah, that would be difficult. Or to win a game without losing a pawn, probably even more difficult. Anyway, it's all about mating with the knight. Queen d2. Slightly unexpected. Unlimited rice pudding. Thanks for the sub. I'll go for bishop a6. Unless I can sack on g4. Also, queen take a2 is at least a move to consider. Doesn't work, but it's interesting. Yeah, let's play bishop a6. Okay. Well, now he's connected the rook, so should probably do something about my queen, or about my pawn on b3. If I take, that runs into trouble. I think I have to take. I think I'll go ahead and take and play queen b6. Assuming he plays what I'm expecting him to play. This is not going well. It's going to be very hard to mate with a knight. His position's so solid, like this whole formation, central formation. The only way I can imagine winning this game and succeeding the challenge is that if he gets low on time, starts playing quickly, blunders, allows me to promote to multiple knights, doesn't resign, and doesn't flag. But that's a lot to ask for. Like even if I got a winning position and I start managing to promote, I feel like he's going to resign or flag. But we'll see. Taking his time. Yeah, b4 was expected. Unfortunately, my queen. Oh, queen a2's check. Forgot that's check. That's not good. Well, now I just have to go into survival mode, like the previous game. This is really bad. Oh, he wins that. He's forcing a queen trade. Let's do this. I'll take with a pawn. Yeah, I'm not going to succeed the challenge. I don't know if I'll succeed in not losing this game. Yeah, for people who have just joined, might be confused about what's going on. But maybe people in the chat can explain. Every game or every few games, I'm attempting some viewer requested challenges. I'm okay. I'm happy to keep queens on the board. Have to reposition my queen to a happier place. Except this is not a happy position. What to do? Maybe this move. Break some file. And the goal is to put him in time trouble. I can play queen b7. Doesn't really help much. What to do? He's a very calm and controlled player. Okay. Good thing is his bishop is just not doing anything. So essentially, I am down a piece, but he's down a bishop. At least that's my argument. Let's play rook d6. Make him think. If he takes, I kick his knight away. In this case, I'll have some check. Let's start with this. Expecting bishop f1 because he's following the rules of Ben Feingold. Kind of. Now my knight wants to come here. That's a scary move. I'm going to start the maneuver. It's also a scary move. Attacking so many things. Okay, I'm setting up multiple traps here. Multiple traps. What are the chances you get to play against me? 1 in 24. Yeah, this is really bad. I'm still surviving, kind of. I'm no longer focused at all about checkmating with the knights. Especially after this move. Wow, what a move. This is not good. I have no counterplay. Oh, what to do? I see one potential trick in the position. It's not even like a trick though. Might as well go for it. It's all about counterplay. Getting my counterplay kind of making him think. Yeah, rook take g8. Unfortunate. Well done, Hedoi. Not so Hedoi. His Japanese meaning of his name does not represent his play. Maybe represents my play. That was tough. I thought I was getting some chances, but yeah, around here. I forgot queen take a2 was check. So b4 is just crushing. So I had to be a bit more careful. But already, the position is just really bad. I'll have to blame Levy for that one. He's such a good coach. All Levy's fault. Okay. Why did rook take knight not work? Rook take knight. Oh, yeah, I mean, at this point, it's hopeless. If, like Stockfish, making me feel bad. If I take the knight, d6 is just, like, it's so easy for white to play. I was looking for counterplay, but just didn't see anything. I had another trick. I was thinking about playing rook e5 here, which may be a better practical try, given that if take here, I was hoping for something like this. Then rook a1 should be good enough. Anyway, good game. Yeah, if you want to challenge me, feel free to challenge me. Let's play. Okay, so the challenge is still active. I have to checkmate only using a knight or multiple knights. Give me a random number between 1 and 25.
That would be 20.
Okay, we'll count backwards. So now there's 26. So 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. Okay. Okay, this should be doable now. Let's play d4. I'll probably want to use some kind of London. Start with London, develop the bishops first. And hopefully he doesn't resign too quickly. Bishop f5. Let's play bishop b5. I might just want to take on c6. And then get a knight to e5. Already trying to imagine some potential mate. Get a knight to e5, get a knight to c7. Win his queen somehow. Oh, I did allow him to take a knight there, but Always have to keep in mind, I can always promote later. So I think I just want to win material, and hopefully he doesn't resign. Let's play this. So I'm keeping my knights. Maybe the goal is to trap his bishop. But maybe I shouldn't be too extravagant. G4. Let's play G4. Okay, we have to trade once. I feel like the challenge should not be too difficult if I just get a winning endgame, where I can just start promoting to knights. This is a rated game too, so I have to watch out for rating. What to do? Maybe queen g2. Let's develop the knight first. I want to play f3. I want to kick away the knight, somehow break through, and start winning material. Let's start with f3. And now, okay, keep kicking the knight. Yeah, that was the only move, and now I'll play this. Now, the problem with this position, I have some like checkmating attack, but I can't end it in mate. I just have to end it by winning material. h5 is a good move. Maybe I have to... Okay, let's play g6. Open the g file. Probably put a rook on g1. And either win the h5 pawn or the e6 pawn. Let's put the rook on g1. Because I have to clarify, what was a challenge? Like, if I have a piece controlling a square that the king can escape to and the knight is delivering the mate, then I'm not officially doing the challenge because no other pieces can be involved. But if the opponent has a piece taking away a square from the king, would that count? Because that would just be a smothered mate. I'm already forgetting like who gave the challenge. He's not a bad player. Like, he's provisional rated, so he could have just had bad luck his first game. Okay, so 1600 classical, not bad. Castle queenside. So smothered mate counts. Interesting. Says Master Makara. But what about a smothered mate where I'm like pinning the pawn and the pawn can't take the knight? Would that count? That probably wouldn't count. Okay, let's save my knight. I love this knight. It's so useful. So many different scenarios. Let's play this. I just want to triple up. And the goal is to win material and then somehow promote. So I have 28 pending challenges. Any notable names? Seems like a lot of new names, which is good to see. C5. Aggressive. But I can just take it. Free pawn. I'm daydreaming about like taking the knight, playing pawn g7, getting a knight to f6, but that would be mate. That's not the mate I want. But somehow, like, in some cases, promoting the g pawn to a knight. Again, probably not possible. So now the plan is to double up. I actually see a cool threat from this position. That probably doesn't work. I was thinking rook g1, and then I can take on f6, and take here, and then play rook g7, and just win material. But he has king h8. Okay, now it's just changing. So I'll take on g7. Now I can't promote to a knight with a g-pawn. One of my pawns will eventually promote. And that's the goal. Just wants to trade. Well, let's build up pressure first. I really don't mind going into an endgame as long as he doesn't resign. $95. 95 looks good. Provoking the queen trade. I have a nice outpost. And c6 could come. A strong pawn. And it's hard for black to remove the knight. Keeps queens on the board. C6. Rook c7 will be played. Thinking about knight d7. It looks wrong, but let's play it. Because it trades off the knight, but I just want to promote a pawn. Hey, it's a sub. I don't know what that was. It was a sound of some sort, but I can't really see it. I'll give a shout out soon enough. Yeah, rook f7 is solid. Wait a minute, there could be a really cool tactic here. Though maybe not. Though maybe, wait, okay, so queen take, rook take g7, queen take g7, and then knight take f6, king somewhere, take, and then knight e8. The problem is he has rook take in the end. And maybe I have knight e8. Looks crazy. So queen take f7, rook take g7. Queen take g7, knight take f6. There's king f8. Yeah, that doesn't work at all. It would have been really cool if it worked, though. So I'll just go back. And then I'll probably play... I don't know, I'll probably play some different plan, like queen d3, and then try to... Maybe I'll just try and win the a-pawn, and then pawn storm on the queen side. And I'm threatening some fork possibilities. Yeah, queen h queen h6 I don't think did anything. Maybe it did. Unleashes a rook. Actually, maybe it was a good move. But I have other ambitions. My account is not set to auto promote. Queen d6. Not easy. I could take on g7, go for queen g6. Knight f7 in the end just doesn't work. So let's play this. Just have to be patient sometimes. And patience is key. Knight h7 looks very suspicious. Don't know if I can punish it. Just looks wrong though. I could win the h5 pawn. I could take on g7, queen g6. No smothered mate there, unfortunately. Let's just take on h5. Win a pawn. Rook f5. I could win another pawn. Now I'm sensing some smothered mate possibilities. Just need the king to come here, the rook to come here, and then the knight to come here. Oh, this is so close to working. I don't want to make him resign though. Don't resign. Because in order to knight mate, I really want to keep the rook on the board. But I'm not seeing the smothered mate. Like queen c8 check, rook f8. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to win the queen. While keeping my knight. I took too many of his pieces for smothered mate to happen. Though actually, wait, maybe I can hope for... keep it on the board for just another move. Now I'm threatening the knight fork. So I'm hoping he plays queen g8 here. That would be the biggest hope. Just trade queens. I'm threatening the fork. Queen g8 gets out of the fork. But he's thinking. Yeah, it's a very complex position. Many other suggestions in the chat. So I am threatening mate in 1, but it doesn't fulfill the challenge. I wonder if he's watching. I wonder if he knows what's going on. Okay, let me play this. Knight f8, okay. Go for the promotion. I'm hoping it won't require more than 2 knights, but it might require more than 2 knights. Yeah, I'm gonna trade queens, promote to a knight. So where's a mate? Maybe it's just easier if I promote to another knight. I feel like Ben Feingold right now. I feel so dirty. So wrong. But I guess it's fun. Could promote to a lot more knights. Let's win the pawn first. Trying to imagine a mate with a pawn on g7 and the knight's kind of looming around, but it's not. I don't think it's possible. So I'm gonna have to get rid of my rook somehow. Please just take it. He doesn't want to take my rook. You can still take it. Okay. Oh, I got forked. Wait, no. I'm losing a future knight. That was a tragic mistake. Well, now I'll trap the knight. So now there's going to be no more forks. And I'm going to forcibly sack the rook. And then... that knight could have grown up to do so many great things. And King b3 is coming. I could pre-move this even. Oh, my king can't play a role. So that might be tricky. Is this stalemate? That's stalemate. Okay, I can't stalemate the king. It's a weird stalemate. Let's play this. Hello, Esta Chen. You've joined at a time. I feel very bad for my opponent and for the people who are watching, probably waiting to play me, just waiting for this game to end. Okay, let's start pre-moving. This is part of a challenge. So like I was challenged to do this. I'm about to succeed, I hope, as long as I don't mess up terribly. Wait, that's not stalemate, but I want to play there. Play here first. Really have to be careful about stalemate. It's a scary thing. Oop, don't want to hang anything. This is checkmate, but my king would play a role in the mate. That's really annoying. So let's move here. And let's bring my king to somewhere. Also, I have to avoid 50 move rule too. When did I promote? On move, okay, move 84. So I have until move 134. Here we go. This is pretty brutal. This is really brutal. That's nice. It's a classic knight mate. 6 knights. Very aesthetic. Okay, it took 2 games. Looks like Horde, but with knights. Nice. Thanks to the one subscriber whose name I didn't mention. M Singer with the sub. Thanks, M Singer. Beats me and then subs to me. Nice combo. Cannot move the same piece twice in a row. I don't think so. That's absurd. I will take other challenges though. If anyone wants to throw a challenge. Scroll up here. Oh, I could tweet this. I could tweet it like Ben always does. And then post it on social media. Let's get rid of the highlights. Nice. Okay. That'll be my tweet. Get 9 queens without checkmating. No. Mate by moving my king. Okay. Mate by moving my king. Let's see. Okay. I have 31 pending challenges. Give me a random number between 1 and 31.
The answer is 5.
Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thaddeus. I think I've played before. Good luck, Thaddeus. I have to mate by moving my king. I already have an idea of what opening I'm going for. I'm gonna start with like I'm hoping for a 4 knights. That's annoying. Play bishop c5. How long have I been streaming for? There's a command for that. It's called uptime. Okay, so we have some kind of quiet Italian game. The mate I'm already visualizing is when the G file opens, when he takes on f6, and then I'll play something like King G7, Rook H8, and then try to play some eventual King H8 with mate, all along an open G file. It's very far-fetched, but we'll see if it comes to reality. I wonder if he's watching. Now he knows my top secret plan. Okay. Step 1 completed is to open the G file. Step 2 is going to be hard. Because somehow I have to get rid of this G pawn. Probably requires sacrificing. Might require some slower play too. Yeah, good move. I'll take and play knight f4. It's all about creating some attack. Like I just want to open the king side, open the G file, and then I'll try and create the mate. So my next move is probably like King H8, Rook G8. Because I like my knight, I like my bishop. I have to improve the major pieces. Bishop H3. Did I have Bishop H3? Maybe Bishop H3 could have been some idea. G3. Thinking about sacking the knights. It's difficult though. Okay, let's play c6. Just want to see what he plays. I would be happy to trade the knight for the bishop. Also, thanks for the raid. MCJGP. I don't think that's Eric Hansen, even though he has a picture of Eric Hansen. I appreciate it, though. Also, I have no idea why there's no like alert notifications, because they're supposed to be. But also, M Singer donating $20 and there is no notification. Wow, thanks M Singer. I didn't even like realize that happened. I appreciate the generosity. Beating me and then donating to me. So I guess that wasn't a sub. It was a donation. Okay, Queen G4 makes me happy because Rook G8 will come with tempo. King H8 was a move I wanted to play anyway. And my prediction for the mate is King H8 checkmate within the next 20 moves. Still going to be hard to pull off. We'll see what happens. Astachan resubbed. I have no idea what's going on. Have to check my notification thing. It could just be a Streamlabs issue. Let's play d5, because why not? Strong center. I learned the center from Ensinger. It's so solid. Pawns in the center, pawns to reinforce it. Rook g8 is on the horizon. And then probably some idea of tripling up on the g file. Also, g3 could be a potential sacking square. Let's do this. Yeah, create the Alekine's gun. That'd be nice. g4. What is g4? Let's play this. Okay, files are opening. It's still going to require putting my king on one of these squares and putting a major piece behind it. I'm also hoping that he doesn't resign. This is such a nice attack, though. Please don't resign. Okay, this is falling. There's a pin here. I can't let him flag either. It's a problem in these situations. They start taking a lot of time. And then they're in a situation later where they might flag. Okay, free queen. But do I want to take the queen? She considering not capturing the queen. Yeah, I think I'll play rook g8 first. Most normal people would capture the queen. But, the queen is still going to be lost. I'm more concerned about just optimizing everything. Probably take the queen next move if he leaves it hanging. Doesn't leave it hanging. So how am I going to do this with king h8? Rook g3 could lead to an immediate mate. This is not easy. Okay, I'm going to go for rook g2. Like, it's so dominant, but it's tricky at the same time. Now, I probably just want to win the queen. But like, knight take h3, queen take h3. I can't take the queen without mating him. So let's just play queen h4. Probably going to win the f2 pawn. I have like all my pieces attacking. Has to be good. Problem is, in order to play king h8 mate, he can't block any way on the g file. So I essentially have to win his queen and his bishop. Okay, well now I can play this. Such a fun position. Okay, so he takes. That's a good sign. Good start. Let's take here. Oh no. Oh, okay. I guess that's fine. It just makes it more difficult for me. Okay, he could have taken the bishop. Would have made things a lot more difficult. Still very tricky though. This bishop is solid. Let's get rid of it. Okay, making progress. Bishop has nowhere to hide. Unless it goes here. But this is good progress. And now, here's a plan. It's going to be king g8 mate. Ooh, I forgot about that. Should still be okay though. Okay, let's fork. Don't resign. Okay, challenge succeeded. King g8 mate. That was nice. What a game. Time for a knight. Good game. I think that was a good opening choice. Because like these e4, e5 openings where black gets double pawns, you have to imagine these files opening up at some point. Railbird? No, I can't. Stockfish, I think, would be too good at defending that. And I honestly haven't studied that in game. Queen versus rook, I think, is slightly too challenging. Anyway, I do like studying openings. Tulio Fonseca. Move all my pawns before I move a piece. Okay, let's do that. Give me a random number between 1 and 25.
That would be 17.
Oh, I have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Great Games is number 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, good luck. This is gonna get ugly. This is gonna get really ugly. I like this challenge though, because I could succeed at like the first 8 moves, and then just have a game where I don't have to stress out about exceeding the challenge. Okay, this guy's probably thinking I'm crazy, or he's thinking about how he can mate me, knowing that I have to move pawns. Oh yeah, this is Siri. I just have an iPhone, so it makes life easy. Okay, let's play h3. Halfway there. Just have 4 more pawns to move. And he's just trying to play solidly, which is great for me, because I just want to move pawns. G3. He prevented G4, but he didn't prevent G3. K-Kratz, thanks for watching. Let's play F3. Preventing any bishop E4. If I played F4 and he played bishop E4, I would have been in big trouble. Also, if he captured on C2, I would have failed the challenge because I wouldn't have had a chance to move the C pawn. Also, that's kind of scary. Let's play this. Still moving my pawns. And now I have officially moved all the pawns before moving any pieces. I'll top it off by playing h4. And now I have the classic checkers formation. This is great timing because now I can move my queen. I'll have to find some way to break through. Should be possible. Oh man, my phone is at 1%. Should probably find a charger somewhere where I don't see it. Okay, so the goal in this position is to simply attack on the queen side. Like probably going for just some attack with the pieces. Maybe I'll play queen b3 and a4. Be right back. Okay, I got my charger. Not easy to break through. But it's not easy for black to do anything. I'm just going to complete development. My light squares are sort of a nightmare, but it's okay. I'll play around them. It's only half the board, which are light squares. Also, Kiyomi, these are not windows. I can prove it. It's just a cabinet, but it has drapes for some reason. It's old school. did not design this house. Okay, phone is not going to die. Bishop f5 is a good move. I don't want to open up the position too much. Yeah, they look like windows. They really look like windows. So let's improve. And now, okay, we can trade. Now queen b3. A simple plan, a4, b5. Yeah, the windows are on the other walls, in front of me and to the side of me. I could prove it. People want to see the window. There's a window. I'm no longer sitting like in front of the window with the window in the background because people were messing with me the other day and it was slightly annoying. Anyway, is king queen versus king rook winning or drawn? It's winning. Unless there's a special case where black is like forcing stalemate. b5. So he's doing the same kind of checker structure. Also, I have a match coming up. I don't think I've announced this. I guess I can go ahead and announce it. On Wednesday, wait, no, not on Wednesday. On Thursday, I'm playing Penguin GM in a 2.5 hour death match in drafts. It'll be played on leadrafts.org, but it will be promoted on leechess.org. And I think we'll both be streaming, and it'll be exciting. Anyway, let's play king f2. Maybe rook d1, knight d2. Figure something out. King d7. Okay, let's put the rook here. I don't know why I just didn't castle. I could have castled. Would have made life so much easier. Let's play king g1. Yeah, apparently Andrew has the top ultra bullet rating on the site. So he's fast. But I've been studying. I've been doing tactics trainer. Been looking up opening videos. Tactics. It's on Thursday at noon Central Time. I forgot this is kind of attacked. Okay, I feel good about this position. There's lots of progress to be made. Knight g5 could be coming. If he takes on a4, I'm sacking. No doubt. I'll just play this. This is difficult to actually break through. But I guess I'm happy to take the knight. Or maybe I can play... Let's take the knight first. And take the knight and then play queen d1. Such a closed position. Let's play this. What is rook ha8? What is he trying to accomplish? A battery on the a file. I guess my bishop is just as sad as his rooks. But okay, now this rook is happy. That's a free pawn. He was trying to exploit this diagonal, but doesn't quite work. Now it's just a matter of bringing my other rook into the game. You're supposed to put your rooks on open files and not closed files. I'm not pre-moving rook f2 because he could play some move like bishop f3. But okay, rook f2. And the plan, I actually have a threat here of playing e4. And then if he takes, then I check and I'll win his queen. Okay, life is good. My bishop will come alive. His queen will be lost at some point. Who will be the next victim? Time situation is good. Okay, let's take the bishop. Oh, my bishop is so happy. I could have taken on c6. I'll come very soon. Probably my longest stream. You have school tomorrow? And you're probably in the US. That's rough. Yeah, if you have school tomorrow and you have to wake up at like 7 a.m. or 6 a.m., go to sleep. There's no need to watch this. Ridiculousness. It would be a funny case if like he had a couple more pawns and we traded queens. There's some cases where it could be a draw because the rook can't penetrate. But okay, this is easy win. Yaniv is late for work. I'm so sorry. You can just blame me for all your problems. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, so a position like this. Okay, now it's just easy win. Good game, Mirshad, 2088. School starts early. Yeah. I think I'm going to end it here. That was fun. Accepted, what was it, 3 challenges? Playing a king mate, doing the knight mates, pushing all pawns. I think it was just 3. I'm not going to play drafts, but I am going to raid another streamer who's even more popular than me. I have to find him. He better still be streaming. His name is John. Is he streaming? Yes, he's streaming. Okay. We're raiding John Bartholomew. So, feel free to join the raid on the count of 3. 1, 2.